Grandma's Story Time. Today I am going to tell you a story about a bird and a hunter. Once there lived a bird on a big tree in the forest. A hunter wanted to catch some birds, so he went to the forest and he was resting under the same tree. Suddenly he felt some bird's droppings on his hand. He was disgusted. He wanted to wipe it off, but saw the droppings changed into gold. I have never seen something like this in my life, he thought. I must catch that bird. But by then, the bird had flown away. That is the branch where the bird must be usually sitting. So I should set up my trap there, he thought. So he set up the trap and waited. The bird returned home in the evening to roost, but he did not examine whether there was any danger lurking, as a good bird should have. When he sat on the branch, the net fell over its head. The hunter took the bird in a cage and thought to himself, I don't have to work anymore in my life. But he had second thoughts on the way back home. What if someone had seen me carrying this bird? If he goes and reports this to the king will become angry with me. He might even behead me. My life is worth much more than all the gold in the world, he thought. He was convinced that his life will be in danger as long as the bird is with him. So he decided to give it away to the king. He went to the palace and met the king. Majesty, I have brought you a rare gift. This bird's droppings will change into gold once they touch something. The king was very delighted and asked his servants to take care of the bird very well, give him whatever he wanted to eat or drink. The ministers in the court did not like the bird getting so much of the king's attention. They told the king that it was not wise to listen to a mere hunter. We have never heard of any droppings of the bird turning into gold, they said. Driven by jealousy, they gave wrong advice to the king. It is a sin to cage a bird just because a hunter said something. Birds must be allowed to fly freely in the forest, they said. The bird was very happy to hear this. The king, without checking the truth, said yes and asked the bird to be set free. The bird was set free and it flew and sat on a door of the palace. He let his droppings and then flew away. The king and the others found that the droppings did change into gold. The king shouted, Go and catch the bird. But by then the bird has flown away. He said to himself, Not one more time. We had all been fools. First I, then the hunter, then the ministers, and finally you also, king. I will not be caught once again, it thought. Ascertain any fact before you make a hasty decision. We'll meet you tomorrow with yet another story.